One small step for man, one giant leap for Minecraft kind. Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to be doing a Tekkit video. I am going to be using the new Tekkit mod pack that was released. I'm not sure when it was released. It's not the Tekkit that I've been playing before. Now that's labeled as Tekkit Classic. I'm pretty much going to be showing you how to create a rocket and fly into space and pretty much just survive on the moon. So I'm just going to set up the world, and yeah, I'll see you when I get this world up. Alright, so pretty much what you're going to want, you're gonna need oil, and I'll explain why later, but I couldn't find any, so I just placed a bunch here. Sorry for polluting the water. God, this is really lagging a ton. I have no clue what that pop-up. Alright, so, yeah, sorry about the fog. I just had to turn a bunch of my stuff down. So, yeah, man, this is so laggy. Pretty much what you're going to want to do, in order to get to space, obviously you're going to need a rocket. So, I'm not going to be showing crafting recipes, just because just to save time. And so you're going to want a rocket. You're going to want a rocket launch pad, and you're pretty much going to want 9 of these. And alright, sorry about that. Alright, I think that really helped. Yeah, so, you want to put down it in a 9x9 square. No, 3x3 square. And so it's like this. And then, obviously, you're going to want the rocket itself. But in order to make the rocket, you're going to need the NASA workbench, which just looks really awesome. So you're going to want the NASA workbench and just place it down. And oh my gosh, does this ever look epic? Awesome. You're going to want to make a rocket, and I know I said I wasn't going to show off crafting recipes, but I'm just going to do it for the rocket. I'm just going to cut till I have all the materials needed. I'm going to show you how to craft it. Pretty much, you just take rocket fins. You need 4 rocket fins, 1 rocket engine, 1 nose cone, and 8 heavy-duty plating, and you'll get a spaceship. So when you get your spaceship, you'll be like, "Oh, cool! I have a spaceship. Now I can go into space." Except there's no oxygen, which I'll get into later on. Yeah, I can go into space. Now let me launch. I'll need to load some rocket fuel. Yeah. And so yeah, you need fuel, which I'll show you how to get right now. Alright, what you're going to want is a pump, Stirling engine, a redstone repeater, wooden waterproof pipe, stone waterproof pipe, and a whole lot of coal. And this is pretty embarrassing, but I just realized that I forgot a couple things. I guess I should just cut that out. Alright, so what I forgot was fuel loader, refinery, tank, and lever. Yeah, so you're going to also want those. So pretty much, in order to make this, you're going to want to find some fuel, and then just put a pump, and I'm just going to get something. Alright, so I pretty much just what I decided to get was a prototype Omni wrench, which will probably help me out. Right? Apparently not. So I'm just going to cut this until I get this broken. There we go. So now what you want is to put some Stirling engines and some repeaters. I'm going to hope that the oil doesn't all just drain away, because that sometimes does, and right, so I'm also going to want to get some redstone there, and I'm going to put a lever and at the end I'll fuel the Stirling engines up, and we'll pretty much get started on that then. And so yeah, then you want to have a stone waterproof pipe or cobblestone, whichever you choose, and just get connect this pipe to a tank. I'm sorry for this lag. I'm just going to make I'm just going to where's that other thing? Probably won't move it. So sorry for that lag. I'm just going to I guess I'm just gonna have to make this. And then what you're going to want is a wooden waterproof pipe. Next, yeah. I'm just going to. I'm sorry about the lag. No, I really do not want to take that. Sorry about. I was hoping this would go a bit better. Of course. It has to. So then you're going to want to honestly, I am really sorry about the lag. No, not going too close. Well, I guess I'm just going to be doing this as a non-audio thing, so you're going to want a refinery and guess I should say, normally you'd want to hook this up to a tank, but I guess I'm just not going to this time. Pretty much, what you're going to want to do is put the fuel put a fuel loader right beside your rocket, and then get this. Yeah, I know this thing isn't really that pretty, but man, now I'm just going to pause the video until I get this all fueled up. Alright, so I've got all the coal in these. Now I'm just going to wait for this to get up. Yeah, the fuel is getting through, it's just going really slow. So, yeah, it doesn't really get the coal through and the fuel through fast, but I'm just going to wait for this to get all fueled up. And if you press F, you can see the process of it being fueled. So I'm just going to pause. This will probably take a heck of a long time, but I'm going to wait, and probably I will put a tank in for so that it can well, yeah, it'll probably take a long time. No, that totally wasn't so that I could fill up the tank manually because it was taking so long. Like, why would you think that was the reason? I mean, like, that's great. Anyways, yeah, so. And why is this not at... Oh. And I forgot one vital thing. Of course. Of course, now I forget the most. Oh yeah, I forgot. The way that you're going to want to do this is, I'm sorry, but this takes a lot. We're going to need a redstone reception cell. Actually, I'm not even sure if you need it. I guess maybe. You know what? I'm just going to see if this would actually work. I have a feeling it's not, though. I just know that that redstone energy cell will work. It's often what I use to power, so. There we go. There we go. Now this should start fueling up. Yep, it is fueling up. And while that's fueling, I think I'm going to show you exactly how to actually survive. Well, just how to survive in survival, I guess. You're going to want, well, alright, so what you're going to want, I'm going to take a bunch of these, just so that it will work. Pretty much you're going to want oxygen tanks. And I know I said I wouldn't show crafting recipes, but I'm just going to show you this once because, as you can see, it uses red wool. The oxygen tanks will not work. At all unless you get the exact right color wool in its crafting. So just thought that I might point that out there. And so pretty much what you're gonna want is an oxygen mask and oxygen gear. And so, but clearly, if you just have this and no oxygen tanks, you're going to have a really, really bad day on the moon. What you're going to want is to take these two oxygen tanks, and notice how they're empty. Pretty much what you're going to want is to have, you're going to want oxygen collectors and oxygen pipes. You're going to want to put this oxygen west. And I'm going to need an Omni wrench again. What you pretty much want to do is get this so the square side is facing the oxygen pipe, and then put two redstone energy cells, and of course, sorry, I'm just going to have to pause this until I get my Tekkit booted up again. Alright, so sorry about that crash before. Pando Media Booster? I have no clue what that is. Then you're going to want to power this. There's the no valid oxygen tank. So you pretty much want to put your oxygen tank in there. Alright, so now this oxygen tank is just finishing up, and now you want to put on these two oxygen tanks, and as you can see all of the things that you've put in on. So yeah, and now you want to have yeah, I guess that's just it. Why am I still in F5? Not in F5. Alright. Oh, you know what I just realized? Wait a minute, why am I... You know what I just realized? I'm still in my normal skin. Huh. Just forgot that. Probably should have switched to my normal skin, but meh. Now, I am going to start what is probably the most realistic glass stuff in history. Oh, yeah, pretty much you're going to, I almost forgot, you're going to want a parachute. I'm just going to take an orange parachute. The parachutes are just crafted like this, so I'm gonna put on a parachute. Yeah. Right now it's just really not really doing what and blast off. You really can't tell me that is not like the most realistic Minecraft blast off animation ever. I mean, it even shows the fire and the smoke. Well, I just really mean the fire and the smoke. And as you can see in the left corner, or I'm actually not even sure if you can see it, but you can see how close you are to outer space. We have already left the Minecraft atmosphere and are blasting out. Yeah, I have no clue what that was. Yeah. So. Alright. Now, as you can see, it has two selections. It says you have the overworld, which says full of life, habitable, and gravity 100%, and then the moon, which says habitable, no oxygen, gravity 1.8%, and that no oxygen is why you need that stuff. I have no clue what the heck this is. What?
Oh, thank goodness, yeah, I finally got up there.
The heck is this? Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot. Soon there is actually going to be, another planet, I believe, but they haven't added that yet, so. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, so, I'm going to be going to the moon, and you can create a space station, but I obviously don't have the, stuff required, and so I'm going to go to the moon! Now you're going to really... Wait. When's it gonna do this? It's supposed to show you... Yeah, you're going to really want to slow down this thing. Yeah. You're pretty much flying in this thing. And if you don't slow down, I was in another world and I was just waiting to slow down so that I could, enter, faster, and then slow down at the last minute. Yeah, apparently I didn't slow down fast enough, and when I hit the ground, my space shuttle just exploded, so I guess I'm just going to wait for this thing to go to the planet. So I'll see you then. I'll see you. So yeah, I think I'm beginning to approach the planet, and so soon it'll come into view. I put my render distance to normal. Yes, you can see that I am landing, and you can actually change the position that you land. I'm just going to change it because I want to land on that. This ain't gonna end well. Alright. And of course the second. Oh, one small step for man, one giant leap for Minecraft kind. Sorry about that. Yeah, as you can see, there's like no gravity on the moon. Well, there is gravity, it's just really weak. And you can see when you throw things in the air, they also aren't really affected by gravity. Yeah, as you can see, the oxygen tanks will, as you can see, decrease in the remaining oxygen. So what you want to do is create oxygen bubble distributor, And yeah, I'm just going to create this thing. Pretty much what this will do is, why the heck is there a dimensional door on the moon? Friggin' randomly generated structures. I thought I turned those off. Yeah, I'm just going to find a kind of crater to do this in. So yeah, what you want to do is put this, because also you're going because eventually these oxygen tanks will run out of oxygen. So what you want to do in order to actually survive is to get one of these. I'm going to put this actually pretty far away because oxygen collector, and as you can see, it'll just say not enough leaf blocks. That's because there is actually a way to get oxygen on the moon. You need leaf. Well, it won't really make oxygen be on the moon, but you get the point. I'll show you what it's like. See if that's enough. No, I had a feeling that wasn't. Active, but I'm going to put, and as you can see that there's like a little ball on it now. That's because that ball will grow and it's pretty much an oxygen bubble. So I'm just going to do this to get it to start collecting faster. Yeah. And now you can now actually take your oxygen stuff off in outer space. However, you'll see if you leave the oxygen bubble, you'll start taking damage. Oh, what the heck? I think it was like glitching. Well, apparently on the moon. Alright, I did not know this. On the moon, if you're unpeaceful, I guess you cannot die even if you don't have oxygen stuff on. That's odd. Well. Yeah, but I'm not gonna. I guess I'm just going to go. As you can see, you can actually see Earth right there, which I think is kind of cool in the sky. Pretty much the more leaves that you put around this, the more oxygen, the bigger the oxygen bubble can make. Yeah. And also, I can't find mod loader anywhere, so I have a feeling that's part of my problem. Satra PvP, aka Adam, says that you no longer need mod loader, but I'm not sure about that. So if you know anything, could you please tell me in the description? And if you're actually even still watching by this point. Oh, also there's footprints on the moon.